Welcome to this channel. So yesterday I have shared the uh, development and confirmations of the Dantian breathing. And I also introduced the concept of breathing pathway, which is a must for developing the Dantian breathing. And also I have shared that there are two processes, which is the N1 in Wing Chun Inception and the 2C in the Wing Chun matrix for develop that Dantian breathing. So after that, I already get so many messages, and so this messages is from our Wing Chun friends, traditional Chinese martial art friends, and other martial art styles friends. And of course, there are some friends from Asia saying that I have already turned Darth Vader's, so I belong to the dark side now. And from the message from all these friends, many of our friends asking me to continue on to share so that they be able to see the entire big picture, so that they be able to know how is it mapped into the sport science, how ancient Chinese Kung Fu, like in Wing Chun 1850, mapped into sport science. And some of our friends asking me if they are sick, can they uh, develop Kung Fu, or can the Dantian breathing help them to improve if they are like uh, the old-time smoker. So today I like to share with you this, okay? And so everybody know here on, okay? Now, first thing about this Darth Vader's. Am I really turning into a Darth Vader's? Half man, half machine? Or maybe, right? Well, I like to tell you the story of Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma who brought, like Zen from India to China, the founder of Shaolin. The At the Bodhidharma's time, people ask Bodhidharma, so why do you come to China? So Bodhidharma tell the guy, I come to China to search for a person who do not cheat at himself, meaning cheating at himself. So later, uh, the teaching of like the late Grandmaster Nan Huaijing, to sum up this Bodhidharma's teaching, it is saying that one must not cheat others, one must not cheat oneself, and one must not get cheated by others. Okay, there are three things there on this cheating stuff. So no, I'm not turning Darth Vader's. I'm just practicing. I don't want to cheat myself. I don't want to cheat others, and I don't want to get others people to cheat me. I just practice that. And so I just hope that our Wing Chun brothers and sisters here on remember this, the Bodhidharma teaching. Don't cheat ourselves. Don't get cheated by others. Don't cheat others. Because if we really want to develop some art or technology, doesn't matter anywhere in the world, we need to be clear on this. And so, because if I don't want to cheat myself, I don't want to cheat others, and I don't want others to cheat me, and of course, the words has to be straightforward. That is Zen, right? What it is, you tell what it is. So that is my bottom line now. Because we like it or not, Chinese culture is almost lost. Wing Chun, seriously, you watch my channel for past 2 weeks, you know Wing Chun today is almost lost. If we do not pick it up, it'll be gone. Okay? So that is the bottom line. It is not Darth Vader's. It is just speak the truth so that everybody benefit. I cannot say, I'm the grandmaster. Oh, I have this kung fu. Well, that's just cheating myself. And if I say that, I'm cheating you too if you believe on me. And then if some friends told me, oh yes, Hendrik, you are the grandmaster, then I get cheated by the other guy. If you look into the Wing Chun history for past 70 years, there are many tragedy, just because people fall within this cheat ourselves, get cheated by others, and cheated other people. In any kind of development, be it in the East in East history, the Asia, the Chinese history, or the Western history, when a guy proclaim oneself as a king of something or grandmaster of something, there's a downfall. That's why Zen saying that no self. Because when you take it serious, say for example, if somebody call me, well, Hendrik, you are the supreme grandmaster. Well, if I believe in it, I believe what he's cheating me. Well, how can he know that I'm a supreme grandmaster? So he just sweet talk me. If I take that as a supreme grandmaster, I'm cheating myself. And I tell others, this is Grandmaster Hendrik. Well, I'm cheating other people. When that happens, there's no truth remain. So you can see people work really hard, good people, until a certain level. When one start to get into those cheating games, that is the downfall of the person. So that is the truth. So remember, it is not about Darth Vader. It is about don't cheat ourselves, don't cheat others, don't get cheated by others people. Okay? Now, on the case of the big picture, or this, do one still have a chance if one is sick or one is a heavy smoker and so forth? Let me share with you this, okay? So that hopefully it shine light in your life. So hopefully whatever you dream before can come true. And hopefully Wing Chun can stay on starting a new chapter or new volume, start from in the West, in America and Europe and so forth. So let's look at what we go through yesterday. Yesterday we talked about Dantian Qi, Dantian breathing. This Dantian breathing. In Chinese, there's a saying say 内练一口气. Internally, you train your breathing. Internally, you develop your breathing. That Dantian Qi stuff yesterday, which I shared, is the basic of it. That Dantian Qi stuff is also named as 吐纳法, the art of inhale and exhale. Okay, and of course you need to have the qi lu or the breathing pathway developed, or else you don't have dantian qi, you don't have tu na fa, you don't. Okay, and of course the process I already shared with you already in the Wing Chun Inceptions and with the Wing Chun Matrix, which is we use today's technology to develop it. And so internally we train the breathing. That's what it is. 内练一口气. So this is the real deal internal training. The real deal, the basic of internal training. It doesn't stop here. Okay? Whoever do not handle this, they don't have internal training. They don't know how to 内练一口气. Those who know this, know the pathway, know the handling. Okay? Let's not kidding ourselves. Okay? That's why in a few weeks ago, I say that it's time to stop all those tucking tailbone 以及 kamyong those stuff. What those stuff will not let you do this. Okay, and this is the internal. You want internal Wing Chun 1850 or internal, real internal Shaolin, you need to have this. Okay, that's the bottom line. Again, don't cheat ourselves, don't cheat others, don't get cheated by other people. This is the bottom line. This is real world. This is human body. Now, once you develop this, there are two pathways to go. One going down into healing or deep recovery or samadhi. One can go down. This is what usually we call soft qigong. Okay, from after you develop this, you need to develop this first. Okay, or else forget about it. All bets off. Okay, from that you get down to this pathway. There's the pathway to go to samadhi. Okay, for healing your body and recovery, so forth. Now, there's another pathway which is going up, which is the strengthening training. 强壮功 meaning strengthening your body training. And this soft qigong here is the cultivate or healing your body's training. Okay, healing your body, healing training. Just call it healing training or recovery training. This is strengthening training. So strengthening training is hard qigong. Okay. So here you heal your body and you can get to samadhi. You get still down, quiet down. On here, you train so that you be able to handle the input momentum. Okay, the handling of your momentum, like your short strike, shoot in, and all those kind of stuff. Okay, which is for fighting. So as in the what do you call it? The Wing Chun Inception. If you look at the H model, so this Dantian breathing is over here, and this is all strengthening, and this is going down from here, which is the healing recovery. Okay, so this is based on heart rate, and now we talk about breathing. It's very important. This is heart rate, but heart rate can map into breathing. Okay, so say you're striking a heavy bag that is under the heart qigong. Okay, you be able to handle the endurance and so forth. The iron vest, where you can take impact, it is this path also. Never believe in people who train in here saying that, well, I can take hit. No. It is this. It is belong to 强壮功, strengthening qigong. Qigong means you're breathing, okay? Just don't take it like, oh, I have this mysterious energy. No. So over here is you're strengthening your body, and of course you need a lot of oxygen. That's why you need this thing. You need to boost your VO2 max, or your maximum oxygen uptake, okay, here, before you can go here. And for here you need that so that you be able to have a smooth breathing pathway to develop your chi energy, okay? Because if you see in the six core elements, you always have the breathing before your chi. You need to develop your breathing. Even in Anapanasati, you have to get through that breathing stuff, okay? Now, so that's universal stuff. Now, so over here, if you want to train in fighting, even in the striking the heavy bags and the momentum handling, while striking the body, striking the heavy bag is actually impulse momentum handling, right? You move your body, which is momentum. You strike it, this is impulse. And then the iron vest is meaning that your body can take hit, the impact resistance. So that's what it is. And they have process for that. Now, look into one thing. Today in Wing Chun, we say that, oh, you play a wooden dummy. Well, just look at it. How far have you trained in the Hat Qi Gong? If you practice wooden dummy without this, you know you can breathe. Even if you are going here, just practice the wooden dummy with this, you are not going to have a handling of your breathing, and you are not going to be able to achieve much here because you don't have the oxygen. Okay, later I can share with you now when we go to sport science. And so, what if one is weak or one is sick? Like me, I'm a born diabetic type 1. So what happened? Can I do this? The issue is no, you cannot do it. So in the ancient, this will help me, but they will get into the six healing breathing, six healing breath. Today, people say, well, six healing sound. No, it is not six healing sound. Six healing sound is a wrong interpretation. It's six healing breath. The six healing breath, six type of breathing, okay? So after you have this, you develop your Dantian breathing, your pelvis floor and your diaphragm can move, okay, in a good way, proper way. The sixth healing breathing is actually massage your internal organs to help promoting the health of or the healing of every internal organs. So in the ancient, if you are weak or in your training somehow you got struck or anything, like in the sparring or fighting, even you take medicine, you do the six healing sound until your body recover, you go up there. Practice this Hat Qi Gong style. Without doing this, it is suicide. I didn't say this, okay? This is writing in the Shaolin classic, okay? And the ancient, the Chinese Buddhism classic. So when people want to train, develop that Hat Qi Gong for fighting, one need to first have their internal organs tuned up. That's what it is. So if one is sick like me, I have to rely on this to condition, to help my body, my circulation, and so forth, of my internal organs. Okay. So remember, this six healing sound is extremely important, and this is extremely Buddhist. Okay, so 1,500 years ago, ceiling sound exists in Asia, in China, and the monk Zhiyi took that and put it into the to his meditation teaching, his samatha and vipassana teaching, because you know that if you don't have this handle, the body cannot do it. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so this is the picture I like to present to you. Don't cheat ourselves, don't cheat others, don't get cheated by others. Nobody get out from this. Okay, nobody. You can check in all traditional Chinese Kung Fu, internal Kung Fu. It is all mapped here. If you know this, you know the GPS, the map. You can clearly see what it is. Okay? So this is the truth of Qigong, internal. And if you want to advance martial art, advance Wing Chun, you need to develop that. If you don't develop that, all bets off. You're based on whoever you are, with your breathing, you have no handling. Now, and no improvement. Now, map into the sport science, the A to A here. So you can look at this as actually improving the VO2 max. So VO2 max is maximum oxygen uptake or maximum aerobic capacity. Okay, so you want to improve your VO2 max. So say for example, if we are just a usual chest breathing guy, we go into the deep belly breathing, we improve that VO2 max. We further uh, train our breathing or respiratory muscle, we improve it. So over here, you have a proper pathway, and because you have a proper pathway, you breathe properly, and then you train, and then you also strengthen your respiratory muscle. So that's why you increase your VO2 max. So that's what this internal train the breathing. 内练一口气, okay? 内练一口气 or internally train the breathing. It's not internally I want to train my qi. I have to use my mind to focus on my dantian, and then I have to stand in this a very peculiar robotic way, like 站桩 or 以及 kamyongma. It is not. Okay? It is this thing. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you can verify it with science. Okay? Because you cannot say, oh, the Chinese living in a different world, or this is only living for the applicable for the Westerner. What are you talking about? We are talking human. Only this is the way the ancient Chinese present. This is what we today know, and then we can monitor it because we scientifically we know already. Okay, now. So for this part, this is part B, the Qigong part, okay, the recovery part, the healing part. So you have a VO2 max, okay? After you got this training, you develop a better VO2 max. And your oxygen demand, the oxygen demand in this practice is really low compared with the VO2 max, okay? It's really low. Like in your samadhi, you your because your body is not in action, like you're sitting in the samadhi in lotus, your demand of your oxygens for your muscle and so forth is low. Okay, so that is what we call low aerobic. If this is the maximum aerobic capacity, VO2 max, then this is the low aerobic activity. So here is low aerobic activity. So if you say, I want to play this internal art, I want to play my Xiu Lin Tao really slowly while you are in the low oxygen demand. Okay? Now, play 小念头 slow is get into the low oxygen demand. It is not getting up into you sit you stand in the really weird type of 一级抗氧嘛. You stop breathing, try to prolong your practice to 1 hour. You get your entire body tense the hell up. Those are called suicide. Those are not called soft qigong. Soft qigong is you drop the entire thing like when people get into samadhi. Okay, so they conserve the energy. They just how to say, using the very slow flow of energy to to open up the blockage. So when the body, the Chinese qigong is like this. The healing is like this. When the body is relaxed, they slowly driving the motion. Try to breathe really deeply and try to send the oxygen to the entire body, slowly, like the water, ticking water. It can, if you have a rock there, and then you keeping ticking water, like the water drop, 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 and after say a year, you can see a hole there. That is the concept of the qigong, open up the blockage of the body. That is what is meant by roll soft. You're not using a high intensity water pressure try to crack that stone. That is not roll. That is hard. Okay, so roll is you tick the water, tick tick tick, and you go through. So over here, you are actually improve your body circulations in a really soft and really fine way. So you don't use extra force. You just how to say that, you just let it flow, like the water ticking, try to make a hole on the stone type of thing. That's roll. So the Chinese all healing is doing that. Okay, so that's roll. So if you practice your 修炼塔 standing down there, uh, tense up the hell out of everything, then the entire body gets tense up. You couldn't breathe or you suffocate, you try to handle your breathing, you don't know this breathing path and everything. Well, that's called suicide, according to the Chinese training. Okay, so over here, the oxygen demand is really low here because you don't have the intense activity. And you don't want the intense activity because you want to lose. Remember, you want to lose it up, move it slowly. That's what it is. Now, for the C part, that is handling of impulse momentum, and that means it is, if this is a VO2 max, the demand of the oxygen is higher, much higher than this B part. Okay, like you're running, right? You try to punch with the speed, with the momentum. Okay, and also there are times when you get into the impulse momentum handling, your activity exceed your activity demand oxygen exceed your VO2 max. That's why you shoot up to above the VO2 max, which is in the anaerobic realm. This is aerobic. Under the VO2 max is aerobic, and this is anaerobic. So say, for example, if I want to do, say, 15 strike, non-stop strike, boom, 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 I'm going to get up there. Okay? Because my oxygen demand, my oxygen supply cannot fulfill my demand anymore. So I get to anaerobic. Anaerobic, you will get different type of system to give me energy. However, in anaerobic, I will not be able to do it too long because over in anaerobic, there is no fatigue resistance. There's no fatigue resistance. You get tired right away there. You lost your stamina. You can do. Now everybody know that you're punching, and then you get into the anaerobic, your heart rate going high. You need the anaerobic system to supply your energy. So that is what happened in this sea. Now, if you don't train in this, that be able to handle high oxygen demand and go to the intense movement or intense impulse momentum handling, which exceed your VO2 max, then you cannot do this. In the fighting, in the fighting, you always will get into anaerobic because you need to have a speed and power. Okay. So over here, it is in this high oxygen demand or even oxygen demand which is exceed the capability to supply oxygen, which is anaerobic. That's why over here the VO2 max is really, really critical. Say if the person who have never trained before, have a chest breathing. Say if you're just doing 小念头, you never have this training. So you're doing a 小念头, you're clamping your knee, you tucking your tailbone, and then you're breathing with your chest, then your VO2 max is here. Your VO2 max is here. So whatever here is already you are in anaerobic. You will not be able to fight with those hard training. So you need to raise up to here, and of course the higher is the better, because the name of the game is you try so that you want to develop so that your kick and everything, see whether you can keep it within the high aerobic zone. Because once you hit the anaerobic, you are not going to last long. Okay, because the anaerobic system in the body is no fatigue resistance. Okay, and then it's not based, your energy your energy supply is not based on your oxygen anymore. It is based on other things, and even in anaerobic, you produce the efficiency of produce the energy is much less than the aerobic, in the aerobic zone. So if you want to fight, you need to get into here, and that's what the hard qigong is. Over here, you increase your VO2 max. Over here, when you get up on that, you further strengthen your respiratory muscle so that you get your VO2 max even higher than this guy. Okay, and then you have to make sure that you train so that you get into your anaerobic, you are comfortable, or at least you can handle when you are in anaerobic and the high speed stuff. Okay, otherwise you cannot fight. Like you look at Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson, they are in here, high aerobic and anaerobic. Now, if you look in another thing is like the Wing Chun movie, like playing the wooden dummy. Where are you? Can you get into those kind of intensity, like Mike Tyson, for example? You can. So now we know, okay, if you are here, you'll be able to increase your VO2 max. If you are here, you're operating in here low demand, and you can handle your body into the stillness or recovery. You rest the entire thing. Your heart rate variability raised up. Over here, you want to develop so that you be able to handle high oxygen demand and even exceed the VO2 max demand and be able to handle this. Only that way you'll be able to fight. Otherwise, who are we going to kidding? So if you say, well, I want to learn Xiu Lim Tao, I train Xiu Lim Tao, and then I train wooden dummy, I'll be able to go doing this facing the Western boxer or Thai boxer or Kyokushin. Forget about it. You don't get here. When you're sparring, you get into here. Sparring, that's why people are out of breath because they never train his way. In additions of they get tense, they don't know what they're doing. So this is the entire thing. So as what I share with you, like Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma go to China is for searching for a person or the person who do not cheat himself. This is a reality. So is Chinese Kung Fu Wing Chun full of it? No. This is Wing Chun. This is Wing Chun. It can map into the sport science. The problem is us. We cheat ourselves. We cheat others for past 60 years or 100 years. At least 100 years or 120 years. Why? We took opium. When we take opium, this is you block this thing. You block this thing. Okay? Just face it. So the bottom line is not that I like to be a Darth Vader. It is a time that we know what we are doing. We need to know. No blaming. But we know the map is clear. And so I clear this out for you today. It's not that I'm the grandmaster or whatever. Don't cheat ourselves. I will not cheat myself saying that I'm a grandmaster. I'm not. But this is what is the reality. So hope that this can help you. And of course, if you look at this thing, how much research I have to do, how much money I have to get to support all this thing, to measure it, so I be able to know what is going on. I'm not saying that I'm the grandmaster. I'm saying that I tell you what I experience, and I tell you what I can confirm with the scientific verifications, because only this way you can repeat that thing. You can have effective training. So 1850s Xiu Lim Tao, there's no magic there. You need to know where you are. So that's why when I wrote this, people thinking, oh, what is that? Hendrik is going to create something. No, I'm just telling you this story here. So this information is very critical information for this era, for Wing Chun. And of course, for other traditional Chinese martial art, if this model, this map is useful for you, take it. Okay? Because this is aimed to help everybody. Even if you practice other martial art, this is aimed to help so that we know where we are, what we need to do. Okay? The bottom line is don't cheat others, don't cheat ourselves, and don't get cheated by others.